guys, I just wanted to record a really quick random rant video. My subject for the day is going to be the show Scandal, and there are going to be spoilers for basically the entire series. So if you don't want spoilers from season 1 to the current season with the latest episode, then I would highly suggest you check out one of my other videos, please. I'm going to be spoiling everything, just spoilers all over the place. So, with that being said, if you are still here, then you've been thoroughly warned. So, I like Scandal. I like Kerry Washington. I like Shonda Rhimes. I'm a little on the fence about Shonda Rhimes. I'm a little bit on the fence about the show Scandal. So, here's the thing. I don't know if I want to watch Scandal anymore. And it's kind of started with this latest season. Now, if you've been keeping up, you know that Olivia, she was captured and she was taken. Well, we were led to believe that she was being taken overseas and that she was probably maybe somewhere like Palestine or something like that. And turns out that it's a trap. It was the cake is a lie. The whole thing was a lie. And afterwards, she was, put on the market, which I'm not gonna lie, that really kind of made me upset. I did not like the whole Olivia being sold thing, especially considering the fact that this whole saga of her being put up on the market and being sold took place right smack dab in the middle of Black History Month. Like, come on, Shonda Rhimes. Like, why? Your main character is black and she's a woman, and it's like for about 2 or 3 episodes straight, it was just basically her being dragged around and being told, hey, you've been sold, come on, oh, you're going for this amount of money or that amount of money, and come on, we have to meet the people who bought you. And it really made me feel uncomfortable, and I didn't like it. And the whole entire time I'm watching this, I'm thinking to myself, like, Shonda Rhimes, girl, you know better. It's like, for every scene that she puts into her shows that has, black power in it and really, kind of empowers me as a black woman and makes me feel great and makes me feel like, something different is being done, then you have stuff like that. But let me get on to why I really don't want to watch Scandal anymore. Olivia has post-traumatic stress syndrome, apparently. And I guess that's what she's trying to portray in the show. Like, she's constantly locking her doors. She's keeping a gun in her house. She's sitting in the corner of her well-furnished apartment, chugging down wine, and she just seems really paranoid, and she doesn't want to, solve any more scandals or anything like that, and she's kind of been messed up for the past couple episodes. So I keep wondering, like, how long is Shonda Rhimes, how long is Kerry Washington going to do this whole post-traumatic stress syndrome thing? Like, how long is this going to be dragged out? Are you going to do this for the entire season? Is this going to lay over into the next season? I don't know if I can take seeing Olivia curled up in a ball, sucking down wine like it's, juicy juice, and locking up all her doors with I think she's got like 5 or 6 locks on her door. So I'm like, what's gonna happen? How is Olivia gonna get her groove back? So I decided to go ahead and watch the latest episode. I do not have cable because, as we all know, cable is incredibly expensive, and you basically have to give away your firstborn child in order to have it because it just costs way too much money. And I have a Hulu Plus account, and I share it. I share my account with my brothers, and I share my account with my mom. And my mom, she also watches Scandal. And when I went to watch, I had just watched the episode that came out after what's his face made all his testimony about B6 13. I can't remember. Huck. After Huck made his testimony, the episode that came after that, Um, It's Good to Be Kink. Yeah, that's the title of it. It's Good to Be Kink. I started to watch It's Good to Be Kink, and I did not know that it was the end. I'm thinking it's the beginning. I'm like, this is really, really weird. Why is it like that? So I saw the end of the episode where Olivia's at the bar, she's drinking, and then she takes this random dude from the bar. She just takes him home. And, they get it on. And then I'm like, oh, shoot. And I was really upset for like a minute because I'm like, well, darn, I've seen the end of the episode. What does it even matter? And I was like, it's okay. I'll just watch it and it doesn't matter. Even though I know the end, I don't know how the story, went about and the connections that were made and so forth. So I began watching it, and then I find out that Lena Dunham is in this episode. And for those of you who don't know, Lena Dunham is a self-proclaimed the media, I guess is the best way I can put it. The media they've put her up on a pedestal, and they're like, she is the new face of feminism because she has a show on HBO. It's called Girls. Girls, it's okay. It's kind of set in this really weird post-apocalyptic New York where the only inhabitants of this great big gigantic city are quirky girls who are, in this postgraduate state, and they're all their friends. And yeah, there are no minorities and there's nobody else. It's just them. Yeah. I'll talk about Girls on a later date. But on the show Girls, Lena Dunham plays a weird, quirky, hipsterish writer who writes about her life, and some of the things are inappropriate. And also in real life, Lena Dunham has a book where she writes about really inappropriate things. It's just one of those, it's like, I'm like, oh, I did not need to know about that time you did that stuff with your cousin. If you read her book, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. She puts a lot of really inappropriate things in there, stuff where I'm like, yeah, I didn't need to know that. So in this episode of Scandal, what is she doing? Something incredibly original. She is playing a character who's also a writer, who also happens to talk about things that are really inappropriate, and she does not need to talk about them. In this episode, her character is a writer who has slept with a lot of senators and dignitaries, and she's basically making a book about it. And one of the people that's in this book is dating, I can't remember the woman's name. They've been calling her Red all season, and I don't even understand why she's in the White House. It seems kind of weird to me. Her character is okay. I'm kind of glad that they're doing more with her other than just, oh no, I was married to a guy that was abusive. But she is dating someone in the White House, and her boyfriend is in this book. So she goes to Olivia. She's like, Olivia, you're my friend. My boyfriend's in this book, and he also works for the president. I need you to shut this thing down. So what does Olivia do? She does her stereotypical Kerry Washington, Olivia, Shonda Rhimes thing, where it's like, here's some really fast-paced exposition, snap, snap, snap my fingers, out the door. And it's the stereotypical Scandal thing where fast-paced exposition, leaving you hanging and leaving you guessing and thinking like, well, gosh, she really told me. But usually in Scandal, as is the formula, Kerry Washington does that. She does the fast-paced, leave your mouth open exposition, and then the person has to rethink what they've done, and usually they agree to whatever it is that she's saying, and they give in to her whims, and they take her threats seriously. But not this time. Lena Dunham's character marches over to Kerry Washington, to Olivia's office, and she's like, yeah, I'm a hoe, I'm a slut, whatever, who cares, and I'm gonna go ahead and make my book. And then she gives Olivia this really weird feminist rant thingy about, I'm a woman and I can have sex with whoever I want, and and that's not a big deal. That's not a big deal. I know that's a backwards thing that we have in our society. You know, if you're a guy, you know, you bang a whole bunch of chicks or dudes, whatever your preference is, then yeah, it's okay. But if a woman does that, then, you know, there's something wrong with them and they need to get their life together. I'm not saying that that's wrong or whatever, but she's just goes on this rant and she's like, you're Olivia Pope and you're supposed to be strong and you're supposed to do this and you're supposed to do that. I can't believe that. I don't even really believe you. And I'm just sitting here like, I can't believe this. And then I kind of stopped the episode and I just put two and two together. I'm like, basically the way that Olivia gets her groove back and gets her mojo back and, you know, gets over her post-traumatic stress is by getting banged. And I'm like, really? She went through this incredibly traumatic experience and she gets over it because she had sex with some dude? Seriously, Shonda Rhimes? That's the best you could come up with? I'm not saying that being with someone intimately, you know, that it's not therapeutic, you know, that it cannot help you or be some sort of like stress reliever, but I was kind of expecting more from this show. I was expecting more for Kerry Washington's character Olivia. You know, I was expecting a much bigger, more high profile case to help get her back into the groove and not just Lena Dunham yelling at her about how she's Olivia Pope and how you used to be great and you should be great and I have sex with lots of guys, and that's what inspires her to get back in the saddle. And I was just kind of really disappointed, and there's so many things that I kind of turn a blind eye to with this show, and it's just all kind of crashing together, and I don't know if I want to watch it anymore. And then it's like they're still doing this whole will they or won't they thing with her and the president, and I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care, because the truth is, when you really look at this show, when you really think about it, Olivia is just a glossy version of a side chick. That's what she is. She is a side chick. And I've accepted that, you know? And I don't know if I can watch the show anymore. You know, I don't hate Shonda Rhimes. I know she's done a lot for television, and that's the other thing. People are really hailing her like she has just the best thing to happen to television, and that she's I was reading a article earlier where they were hailing her as saying that she has normalized television, and this is just my opinion. I feel like TV is already normalized. I don't necessarily think that, you know, they're all like just placing it on her shoulders, and I don't think it's just her. I think a lot of shows have came before Scandal and that have come before her, and they have helped to normalize TV. So it's just, maybe at a later date I will do another rant. Maybe I'll talk about Shonda Rhimes, because there's you know, there's a lot of good that she's done, but there's a lot of problems that I have with her writing, particularly in the way that she displays black love. I don't think she gives black love enough. You know, I don't think she does enough. I don't think she shows it justice. Yeah, and I'm getting ready to end this because it's getting a little long-winded, but yeah, that's basically it. I don't know if I'm still gonna watch Scandal. Maybe I will. Maybe I just have to think about it for a little bit. But let me know, guys, down in the comment section. Like, do you all watch Scandal? Do you enjoy it? Do you have a favorite character? Do you have a favorite episode? Personally, me, my favorite character, I like Huck. I like Huck a lot. And I'm not just saying that because he stabs people all the time. But yeah, I really like him. But yeah, let me know. Don't forget to like this video and please subscribe. I will see you guys later. Bye.